My name is Chrissy, and together with my husband, 3 kids, and parents, we are River Sea Chocolates. We started making chocolate while visiting family in northern Brazil and quickly realized that this delicious food could be a connecting bridge between our life in DC and the community there. We saw the capability to provide income opportunities in an eco-friendly way, one that doesn't require cutting down the rainforest, but leaves plant canopy and wildlife to thrive. From the moment that we made our first batch of chocolate, I recognized this is my purpose. I feel like I've been seeking my whole life for a job I could wrap my heart around, and this is it. You see, my mom was born a preemie in a country where they gave chocolate to premature babies as a first food. My grandfather traded his stamp collection to an illegal smuggler, bringing Swiss chocolate across the border in order to feed my mom. So I wouldn't even exist if it weren't for chocolate. Then Mariano is all about sailing. He loves the water and grew up drawing pictures of boats in his school notebook. So when he was looking at ways to bring our cacao beans from Brazil, he started researching sail cargo, but found out it went extinct almost 100 years ago. I had no idea, but conventional cargo ships are responsible for 90% of all global trade, and they are really bad for the environment. They run on crude oil, which is so dirty it's considered toxic waste that has to be disposed of with hazmat equipment. They emit CO2, black carbon, nitrogen oxide, and nitrous oxide. If marine shipping were a country, these 90,000 cargo ships would amount to being the 6th largest polluter in the world. We are running this campaign to get the word out that there's another way, which is emission-free and makes a lot of sense. Today, there are 4 sail vessels that have been revived to ship cargo following the trade wind's routes, and none of them have been to the US yet. With the gracious help of many facilitators passionate about this project, we were able to get 1 ton of some of the most sought-after cacao in the world on the first shipment to stop in the US. The ship we partnered with is called Tres Hombres, and it doesn't have a motor. What we hope to attain with this campaign is get the word out about sail cargo, help fund the restoration of further sail cargo vessels, and sell some delicious chocolate bars so we can push our business further with social and environmental integrity. Please join us in stoking the fair transport revolution.
Risk ourselves to go outside while a storm was coming.
The clip?
Okay. Like that?
Yeah, you just pull the black rope.
Like this. Okay.
Good.
We're Mariano and Chrissy Daguiar, the Aguiar family. We're the owners of River Sea Chocolates, chocolate company based in Washington, D.C. area. And we chose fair transport and Tres Hombres as our preferred method of transport our cocoa beans from Colombia, because it can stop where big sail cargoes cannot go, and in that way connect the small farmers to small business owners. Whether you are in the Caribbean, we're in Europe or in the US, it's a way to bring our communities closer together.
One of the reasons that we got into making chocolate is we saw the capability to provide income in developing countries in a very eco-friendly way. The sustainability was part of our mission, part of our intention from the beginning. And really the only part of the process of chocolate making that is not so eco-friendly is the transportation. I didn't even realize it when we got into this, but the exhaust from container ships is very polluting, bad for the environment. They run on crude oil. If transportation if global shipping was a country, it would be the 6th largest polluter in the world, between like Germany and Japan, right?
Yeah, a little.
So that was really the piece that that we weren't proud of, and Mariano knew about this emerging sail transport movement, so he started contacting people in his contacts in Europe, which is really where it started, to see if we could get the beans in the U.S. And there wasn't a precedent for that, so this was the first ship coming to the U.S. It wasn't easy, but because there's a lot of regulations that we had to learn about and learn how to fit the boat into those kind of situations. But I think that it was worth it because it makes a lot of sense for small businesses like ours to ship in smaller vessels. We have less than a full container of beans to bring, and so the prices when you're filling up less than a full container are more expensive for shipping, and so it really makes sense to use the sail cargo. It's not more expensive for us to use the sail cargo. I think now there's a huge potential for smaller businesses like ours who care about the eco footprint here in the U.S. to start bringing their coffee beans, bringing their cocoa beans, bringing their rum, their wine, their shoes, whatever, from Europe and the Caribbean and South America through this emission-free shipping, and I think there's so much potential to develop the movement. We're so excited.